In the world of tennis, legends are carved in grass, in sweat, in long rallies under the London sky. Wimbledon is not just a tournament. It is a crown. And Novak Djokovic has worn it 7 times. But not this year. Not in 2025. Novak Djokovic, the man who once made center court his backyard, didn't make the final this time. He didn't walk out to the roar of the crowd on Championship Sunday. But for the first time in a while, he walked away with his full prize money. No fines. No deductions. No angry swing at the net post. It's a stark contrast to what happened just 2 years ago, in 2023. Back then, it was the ultimate showdown, Djokovic, the titan of tradition, versus Carlos Alcaraz, the new prince of power and poise. That final stretched hearts and minds for 5 unforgettable sets. It was classic versus future. Control versus chaos. And in the 5th set, when Alcaraz broke serve at a crucial moment, something inside Djokovic cracked. He didn't scream. He didn't argue. He turned, calmly, walked toward the net post, and smashed it with his racket. Metal met tension. Steel met frustration. The moment was caught by cameras. The crowd gasped. And the chair umpire, with little choice, handed down a code violation. An $8,200 fine. Not a fortune by Djokovic's standards, but a symbolic price for a moment of fury. That fine was pulled straight from his $1.6 million runner-up check. It was a reminder that even kings can falter. Even veterans can lose control. Especially when you've poured every drop of yourself into a 5-set war, and still come up short. In 2024, history repeated itself. Djokovic again made the final. Again faced Alcaraz. Again, he lost. This time with grace. This time without outbursts. This time, no fines. And now in 2025, for the first time in 3 years, Novak didn't reach the final, but he kept every cent of his prize money. Maybe because he didn't face Alcaraz again. Maybe because the pressure eased. Or maybe because even legends evolve. This version of Djokovic, still fierce, still sharp, played with a different rhythm this year. More composed. More restrained. He didn't need to prove anything. He's won enough. But the shadow of 2023 still lingers. The moment his emotions boiled over, immortalized in slow-motion replays and social media snippets. A lesson for young players. A scar for a champion. It was more than a broken racket. It was a window into the cost of greatness. Because when you expect to win every time, losing hurts deeper. And when you've tasted grass court glory more times than most could dream, falling short cuts sharper. That moment in 2023 was about more than tennis. It was about pressure. About legacy. About a man who had carried the sport on his back for over a decade and finally felt the world slipping from his grip. But Novak has never been one to dwell. He learns. He recalibrates. He returns. And in 2025, even without the final, even without the drama, he reminded everyone, he's still here. Still competing. Still dangerous. Still Djokovic. And yes, he kept his prize money intact. A small win in a tournament that didn't end with a trophy, but didn't need to. Because for Novak Djokovic, the numbers are already etched in stone. 7 Wimbledon titles. Dozens of Grand Slams. A career that has defied eras, defied odds, and continues to inspire. Even when he loses, he teaches. Even when he stumbles, he shows the way. And perhaps this year, the biggest victory was not smashing a racket. Not earning a fine. Just walking off the court, head high, pockets full, legacy untouched. Meanwhile, outside the court, Wimbledon's traditions remain intact, even to a fault. Another former champion, a legend in his own right, reportedly denied entry to a nearby restaurant. Denied because he didn't have a reservation. Denied, perhaps, because tradition sometimes forgets its heroes. But that, too, is Wimbledon. A temple of the old ways. A place where white still rules, silence still speaks, and even champions must wait at the door. Yet for all its quirks, for all its codes, there is no place quite like it. And for Novak Djokovic, even in a year without finals, without fireworks, it remains sacred ground. He'll be back. He always is. Because legends don't fade quietly.